Hi, everybody. My name is Ali, and I'm going to show you today how to activate the Accent keyboard on your computer, your Windows 10, 8, or 7 computer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so you're going to come over to your home screen and click over at your Start button down in the corner and open your settings. Now, when you open to your settings, you should come over to your home screen. At your home screen, there's going to be a button in the middle called Time and Language. So you're going to go ahead and click that. And on the left in the submenu, click the third option for language. Now, the top half of the screen, go ahead and ignore that. That will actually change your Windows display language, and you don't want to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead to the bottom half of the screen, and you're going to add a preferred language. Okay. Once you do that, go ahead and type in Spanish, and you'll see a whole bunch of dialects or accents. What you're going to do is you can choose Español de México, Español de Latinoamérica, or Español de Estados Unidos. So I already have Español installed, but what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and install Mexico for demonstration. Again, don't display it as don't set it as your display language. You don't want to do that unless you speak Spanish. Otherwise, you'll be in a little mess. Go ahead and install that down below. Now, I've already got Spanish for Spain installed, so I'm not going to sit there and wait for Spanish for Mexico to install. So what you're going to do is you're going to notice that down in the bottom over here, a new icon is showed right next to your time. So that is an indicator for your languages. So what you're going to do is you'll notice you're going to click it. You'll notice you're right now in English for United States and Spanish for whichever country you chose. Now, to do the actual accents, it's quite easy. You just need to switch to your keyboard, your Spanish keyboard. Now, what that does is that it changes your computer's view of your physical keyboard. The physical keyboard on your computer and the keyboard that your computer thinks you have are two different things. So I'm going to go ahead and open my on-screen keyboard since I have a touch computer. And you'll notice that there's actually quite some difference. So for example, the quotation mark, and instead of over here, has now moved up here. And the question mark moved from down here to up here. And the @ symbol is hidden away right there. So there's a whole bunch of differences, and I'll show you how to cycle quickly through your physical keyboard and the accent keyboard. That way you won't have any confusion. Now, to do the actual accents, right here next to L, there's an Enya button. That's where the colon button used to be. And right next to that is the apostrophe button. So that is where your accent mark is. The apostrophe moved up here. So this is an accent mark right here. To do the actual accent, what you do is you just hold the accent mark and go over to the vowel you want to add the accent mark to. So that's A. Again, click it, come over, click it, come over, click it, come over, click it, come over. I usually like to hold it. You can just click it and click your letter. Now, to switch through easily, you'll notice that if I'm typing over here, hello, oops, hello, and I want to put like a dash, but my dash used to be like up here, my dash is now down here. So a really simple way to cycle through your keyboards is just to hold down the Windows icon and the space bar. And as long as you're holding down the Windows icon, this little pop-up down in the corner, down on the side, will stay open. And the space bar is what you use to just cycle through each one. So let's just go back to English for United States. Now that English for United States is back, everything's the same. Now you will notice when you're installing this keyboard, there will be an option in the English language. to add an international keyboard. You don't want to do that because what will happen is it'll mess up your physical keyboard and your computer's thinking, and it'll confuse you even more. It's best to have your accent keyboard on 2 separate languages. So one for Spanish, one for English. And again, you can just quickly cycle through on any screen to switch over to Spanish. And then you just go typing. Then you have your Enya right here, and all of your accents are all set. Thank you so much.